first guest today is actress Vanessa Hayward Sands. She made an international name for herself, when she landed a role in the Hollywood blockbuster District 9. She's also a model, a business owner, and she's married to one of the world's top extreme trail runners, Ryan Sands, who recently ran 160 kilometers around his house during lockdown. I mean, Vanessa, girl, how did he do it?
He's a madman, absolutely nuts.
He does sound like a bit of a madman, but I love it because fitness is what it's all about and you have to make a way for yourself, so I champion that. But thank you for joining us, Vanessa.
Thanks so much for having me on the show. It's awesome to be here.
Now, before the lockdown, you celebrated your husband Ryan's birthday, and you also mentioned that you've been together for nearly 10 years. Now, that's a whole lot of time, and right now that is kind of unheard of. So with you both having such busy schedules, how has it been hard or during this time? How have you managed not traveling the world and keeping it so strong together?
Well, I mean, before lockdown, we would try and travel together as a family as often as possible. It's not always possible. For example, a couple of years ago, Max was only a couple of months old. Max is our 3-year-old son. Ryan had to go up to the Himalayas on this crazy experience because he ran the breadth of Nepal, as one does. And then he had a business trip right after that. So basically he was away for 2 full months without us. So it was hectic. And the Himalayan project itself was super stressful and it was really dangerous. With like so many unknown variables. So I was stressed out of my mind. But yeah, generally travel together as much as we can. In terms of like what lockdown has presented for us for the rest of the year and maybe even the beginning of next year, it's quite sad because we've had to cancel a bunch of trips, and for us as a family, those trips are they're not about luxury or anything like that. They're not holidays. They're there for Ryan to race, and it's work related. But we create such amazing memories, and certainly for Max, it's all about education and teaching him about other cultures and different countries and different languages. And like for us, travel is like such an important like part of life and learning.
No, that sounds beautiful to me. And do you think that that is your recipe for like keeping such a strong relationship? A decade is a long time.
Yeah, it is. I think you definitely need time on your own for sure. As a couple in a partnership, you need a bit of me time for sure, but you also need time to connect. So we've been very lucky in that we can do a lot of our traveling together, and Ryan's awesome that way. He loves including us in his travels. It would be pretty lonely for him to travel on his own, and it's quite sucky, you know, if we left at home and we lonely and without him. So yeah.
Togetherness is key. That is so beautiful. Vanessa, now, coming back to today, with the national lockdown still in the midst, you mentioned that you love spending all of your bonding time with your husband, Ryan, your little son, Max, and the little family pet, Utandi. Oh, I love little furry friends. Now, it certainly sounds like you guys are having the best time ever. Now, what are you guys up to on a day-to-day basis, and how are you dealing with the lockdown now that you can't travel?
Okay, so before we even carry on, I just want to put it out there because I don't want to be one of those Instagram moms that like puts this perfect life out on Instagram. Oh my God, I love lockdown. It hasn't. There have been some pretty stressful moments, and there's been a bit of crying and a bit of screaming, and that's been me.
You're like, that's not even Max, that's just me.
That's just me, not even Max. So we've had our low moments for sure. I don't think any family is perfect. I don't want to pretend that at all. We have, however, had some really cool moments and some amazing times to bond together, and some silly things we really have done that we've never done before is like these crazy dance-offs in the lounge. Like Max loves dancing, as do I. And Ryan's not a big dancer, so he's got the camera and he like does the filming for the family to send out the videos afterwards. And we just run around the lounge and dance and act like complete lunatics.
No, I love that. So Ryan is the cinematographer, Max is the choreographer, and you're just the backup dancer.
Yeah, absolutely. But Yeah, so like I said, there've been moments that have been hairy. There've been some tough moments. It's not perfect, but we certainly have embraced the good times together. We've done lots of DIY projects together, like refurbishing an old outside table. We planted a veggie garden because, of course, just before lockdown, it was going to be the apocalypse and you weren't going to be able to get vegetables.
Yeah.
So we planted our own veggie garden, but it's actually ended up being so rewarding and sharing that with Max. And it's so easy for anyone to do, really. Buy a couple of seeds and chuck them in the ground. And he's been so chuffed watching his little carrots grow and his tomatoes and all of that. Yeah, and a bit of baking. Hey, it's one of those cliches. Everybody's baking and doing recipes online. I haven't shared them though because I'm not a great baker. I'm not a great cook. But I've been trying. I tried my luck at sourdough a day ago. And
how did it go?
Did not turn out the way it was supposed to.
Oh no, Vanessa. But have you made banana bread yet?
No, I haven't. So that's next.
Okay, that sounds beautiful.
Over and above like all that other stuff to keep us busy, Ryan still very much has been working every day. He's been now that we can train outdoors again. He's been training. He's doing loads of like content creation with his sponsors and that kind of thing. Because everybody's had to get quite creative around like how to work and what to do like during this crazy time. Unfortunately, my career pretty much to a certain degree came to a grinding halt. Actually, quite a few weeks before South Africa's lockdown because the American and European clients stopped coming to South Africa. So the television and film industry literally came like to a halt overnight. So, I've just been keeping myself busy with all those DIY things and gardening. And then, of course, more recently, it's been homeschooling. I'm a teacher now.
You are, Vanessa, fully blown. I mean, applause to you and the rest of the South African parents out there because you guys are truly remarkable. I mean, hats off to you. So you're not only teaching him how to garden, but you're actually teaching him and helping with the curriculum. How's that going?
Well, luckily, he's really little, so he doesn't have like this major curriculum, but he is at quite an important age and learning the basics. And his school are going to great lengths to really provide amazing information. And they don't just email us a whole bunch of stuff. Like we go online every morning and he has ring time, so it's singing and this and that. And then they give us a whole video of like artwork to do with them based on the theme. Like this week we're doing birds, so we had to paint a flamingo today and put feathers on it and whatever.
Share that with us on social media.
Well, I'll send you a picture. And then at 12 o'clock we log on again and he sees all his friends on the computer screen and he sees his teacher and then she reads him a lovely story and they have a snack and a juice and they all cuddle up and they listen to their story. So it's really interactive and it's very special. And then in the afternoons, guess what I do?
What?
Laundry and I clean the house.
How glamorous.
It's lovely. So the housework's pretty intense, and then trying to do a bit of charity work wherever I can, because obviously there's dire need at the moment in so many sectors. So we're really trying to help wherever we can.
Absolutely. I think it's important for all of us to rally behind each other, support each other, and give back where we are able to. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for joining us. Do you have a message for our viewers at all?
Yes, I do. I actually pre-recorded a great one. I don't know if you guys have got that one handy.
We actually have that on our social media, but do you mind just highlights?
Oh, no, absolutely. A special message to South Africans, particularly during this lockdown, is I think just to kind of embrace the perfections. Nobody, like none of us moms are like teachers. I did not study teaching, so just like embrace the perfections. None of us are perfect at any of this that's happening. It's like, it's unprecedented stuff. Like nobody really knows like what's going on and everybody's like flailing around in the dark. And I think one of the most important things that I do want to share is that, we really are in this together. I know some people are suffering more than others, and I get those inequalities, but we really need to stick together during these tough times because this affects us all.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for dropping by. Make sure that yourself and Max and Ryan follow our Afternoon Express TikTok, because we want to see your dances and you can see us dancing and we can entertain each other during this time.
I will do, we will do.
Thanks
you so much for having me.
And please, all the kisses to Thandi as well.
I'll give her some fairy smooches.
Thank you. Now, coming up after the break, we take a look at SABC's brand new educational channel that was launched to help students learn during the global pandemic. See you after the break.